dominating the league.
Warriors going to come up short, and questions abound. What's next?
We are a fading dynasty. We're on the backside of the slope, but we still have potential.
Hopefully in a position to where we can go back to the drawing board this summer and come back next year and whoop up on some people. That's the goal. That would be the plan.
I think we can reshape the narrative, but we have to get back to the basics of what makes a good basketball team. Be a busy summer for the Warriors.
Well, we're a month and a half into the offseason, and the Warriors are one of 4 teams to not acquire any active NBA players, which of course excludes rookies from the draft. That's on the heels of an important extension date for Steph Curry, as the 4-time champ is eligible as of August 29th to sign a 2-year, $136.7 million extension with the Dubs. General Manager Mike Dunleavy spoke a few days ago on Steph's future.
I'm pretty confident Steph will finish his career here, but ultimately it's his call, his decision. Whether that's allowing his contract to run out and move on, or look, if he comes to me and wants to be moved, Joe and I will talk it through it. We wouldn't love it, but he's earned the right to do where he wants to do those things. So, but as far as the messaging or any idea that he would be anywhere else, that's not a thing we're looking at or he's looking at.
I wish you guys could have seen Ramona's face when he was saying all of that. If he wants to be moved, we'll move it. Obviously, people on X and social media started conspiracy theories. Tim, what do you make of it?
I just don't understand why the general manager put that out in the air. I don't think this was some well thought out point that Mike Dunleavy was making. I think he was just speaking and not thinking, to be honest with you. If you're going to talk about trading or having a not just a superstar, a legend, an icon, talking about moving on from him, doesn't Steph need to be the one to start that conversation? Why is the general manager putting that out in the air and putting Steph in a position where what do you think he's going to be bombarded with on media day? Questions about this.
Look, as somebody who often talks too much and needs to be told by the producer in my ear to rap, I empathize, right? I understand, but
happens to all of us, Ramona.
Do that. The way he said it was like he just kept going too, and he was trying to dismount, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go there. Nobody's trading Steph Curry. Steph's not asking to be traded. He's going to sign an extension. The Warriors have 6 of their 7 next first-round draft picks, and the one that they don't fully have, they have up to 1 to 20. They're in pretty good position going forward. Yes, I know Jimmy Butler's out, but they're building around Steph. Steve Kerr came back for one last ride here. I don't know why he even went there.
Yeah, in dramatic fashion, would Steve Kerr come back? Yes, he's coming back. Okay, so let's assume that Steph Curry is signing that extension and staying in Golden State. Perk, how do you feel about where they lie right now in the realm of NBA teams?
I was just about to ask Ramona, are we sure that they're building around Steph Curry? Because if they were, then he would actually have a championship roster around him. I mean, let's be honest here. Mike Dunleavy needs to do his damn job. The Warriors hasn't been relevant since Bob Myers was leading the charge. And when I say relevant, that means actually being able to compete for a championship. What moves has he made that has scared the rest of the league or has had Steph Curry walking into the arena with a confidence level of we actually could get it done? I know some people may say Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler was popular, and it's no knock to him, but he wasn't a powerful move. I heard they was in the sweepstakes for Giannis. I heard they was in the sweepstakes for LeBron. Well, I know one thing, Bob Myers, usually when he's in the sweepstakes, he actually goes and get that player and find a way to get it done. You're talking about a guy, Steph Curry, who played at an all-NBA level last year when he was healthy. It's on Mike Dunleavy to do his job and surround him with the pieces that he needs to actually go compete for a title and get out of a tough Western Conference.
Tim disagrees, it sounds like, on the Jimmy Butler point.
Yeah, on that point, the broader take I definitely agree with. But that was a big swing that they took on Jimmy Butler. And look, Jimmy and Steph in the lineup together, the Warriors are 42-18. Unfortunately, that's not a lot of games over a season and a half. They were 22-5 with those guys in the lineup in the rest of the regular season right after the trade. Unfortunately, those guys couldn't stay healthy together during the playoffs. But I just don't want to diminish that they did take a massive swing at Jimmy Butler and that it was impactful, just they haven't been healthy.
Look, they really did try to get Giannis. They offered 4 first-round draft picks for Giannis. Milwaukee just didn't take that offer. They tried to get Jaren Jackson Jr. They didn't offer enough. Utah gave more for him. I mean, they've been trying. They just haven't succeeded so far.
All right, well, Steph is heading into that 18th season.
You're not trying hard enough.
Steph heading into that 18th season. Of course, he's been with the Golden State Warriors the whole time. He'll be one of 7 players to play at least 18 seasons, all with the single franchise in NBA history. Now welcoming in our senior writer who covers the Warriors very closely, Anthony Slater. What can you tell us about their plans for Steph Curry and Mike's comments?
Well, number one, I can tell you I was on that call the other day, that virtual call. It was a good read by y'all. It was casual. I'm sure you guys could tell with just like the setup, right? It was just like a little like Zoom work call type thing. And he kind of, wound himself into the corner that he didn't need to go. But I just say it's not as frantic a situation. Steph Curry is not the type of superstar that's going to see a Zoom comment and suddenly, a situation changes. Bombarded at Media Day. I will probably ask him about something at Media Day, and he'll do what he always did. He'll say, I want to be a Warrior for life. I'm committed here because he's about as low maintenance a superstar as there is. And as far as every signal that I'm getting behind the scenes and everything he has ever said publicly is he expects to be a Warrior long term. And the reality of Mike Dunleavy's comments is all he was saying is Steph dictates his future. And if Steph dictates his future right now, that means he wants to be a Warrior.
And Slater, the schedule is now out. What's your biggest takeaway?
15 back-to-backs for a really old team.
Ooh,
that's number one.
That's brutal. That's a big deal.
Yeah, and I would say 28 national TV games for a team that Vegas has under 500. That would tell you that the league thinks Steph's gonna be on the Warriors because he is the reason they're getting all those national TV games. And then they just got to survive that first half of the season because Jimmy Butler and Moses Moody, they're expected to play this season, but they have no target date at this point. Jimmy's in China this week. He's getting back on the court, but, I'm still kind of penciling January, February range. So they're going to be very shorthanded on the wing for that first half of that schedule.
Slater, thanks so much. Always appreciate your perspective. Coming up on NBA Today, we take a trip down to 2008. Doc coached 27 seasons with 5 different franchises, and success followed him quickly into his career. He won Coach of the Year his first season on the sidelines in 2000 with the Magic, and ended a more than 2-decade title drought in Boston during his 9 years with the Celtics. We welcome in one of the winningest coaches in NBA history. He is going into the Hall of Fame. Doc, thank you so much for joining us here on NBA Today. I want to just start out with the emotion of this. What was it like when you got the call?
I don't know. It was great.
Yeah.
It was interesting because, as a coach, you don't really, I don't know how to put it. You're not looking for awards or anything like that. And so the honor was, I guess it was very